Shaman, you honor me. Your presence convinces the Earth Spirit Owalpa to bless my crops. I assume this visit concerns my son.
Technically, yes.
Tell me about your son.
Shaman, you know that Acheo lost his mother in the wintering. He is a strong boy, but the pain, it struck him deeply. He was withdrawn for a long time. Besides me, you seem to be his only friend now. I appreciate the time you spend with him, and the gift was very generous.
What gift are you talking about?
The beautiful talisman you gave him. Acheo was always talking about it. When I first saw it, it looked so real. I thought that you had actually given him a true ritual relic. He cherishes it, and he wears it every day. Because of your attention and guidance, I know he will grow up to be a leader of our people.
I can see that you have much to do. I'll let you return to your work.
Thank you, Shaman, for coming. And when you speak to the Earth Spirit, the Owalpa, thank her for the abundant harvest.
I thought that there was going to be slightly more dialogue, considering that it's concerning Acheo. At least we know that Acheo does actually have the talisman on him.
You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone.
I know. I'm pretty sure a lot of this will be the same.
Greetings. It has been many months since my son and I have felt the blessing of your presence on our farm. I suppose we've all been busy. How may I help you?
What kind of farming do you do on this plateau?
For generations, my family has maintained the wells and farmed the terraces to grow the maize and other vegetables for our people.
Tell me about the terraces.
You are curious today. Generations ago, the element spirits shared the secrets of the land with the first farmers of our family. Owalpa taught them to cut into the rock and level the plateau. They learned how to grow crops on the terraces. And to this day, our family still works the same fields.
Tell me about your wells.
The icy blood of Alawaka flows from the mountains, fills our wells, and gives life to our crops. The great water spirit showed the farmers long ago how to build the aqueducts that would carry the precious water to our thirsty fields. With the secrets of Alawaka and Owalpa, water and earth, we have made this barren rock fertile.
Forgive my intrusion. I'll leave you to your work now.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate the visit. Oh, and if you see my son, remind him that he has chores to do.
He gave us some very generic responses, so I'm not really going to attempt any sort of conversation with the guards.
Not a very active child. Better check his pulse. And while you're at it, check his clothes for loose change. He's dead, Jim. Watch this, Gage. I taught him a new trick. Ready, boy? Play dead. Good boy. Now roll over. He's still asleep? What did he do? Hit the snooze bar on his sundial? Since he's asleep, I've got a gag. Warm up the well water and put his hand in it. This kid must have a degree in narcolepsy.
I was just about to get to my chores. Oh, good morning, sir. If you're looking for my father, he's over by the llama pens.
Tell me about your father.
My father is Hakul. He harvests all the crops on this mesa. I think he is the busiest man of our village.
I'm not exactly sure why we have this option, as we aren't the shaman, but we do. Let's try it.
Can I have the talisman?
No, the shaman told me not to give it to anyone. He said he saw it in my destiny. It is for me.
About that, kids. Let's get back to you on that one.
Goodbye.
Bye, sir. I hope I was helpful.
Yeah. Helpful is a word.
Shaman, I had the dream you spoke of. I saw everything you said I would see.
Interesting. Tell me about your dreams.
I was in your balloon, rushing into the air, and I can see the whole city. The lines on the pampas moved and formed pictures, animals, and people. And I can hear many other shamans talking to me. They told me to look to the temple.
What did you see on the temple?
I saw the faces of the spirits. They said that they knew where the totem was. Then I woke up from the dream.
Do you still have the talisman I gave you?
Why? Do you want the talisman? You gave it to me.
We do actually need it, let's be honest.
Chael, I need to take back the talisman for a little while. I need it for an important ceremony.
Oh, of course, my shaman.
The talisman is very ornate. It's shaped like a feathered dragon serpent, the Kuatl. One more trip to 7-Eleven and I'll have the whole set. Goodbye.
Thank you for visiting me, shaman. I can't wait to hear more stories later.
You're welcome. At the moment, we need to head back over to the other side. We probably should change into a Cheo, as this is actually his destiny. Maybe you can actually achieve it without a Cheo's image, but I want to be nice. He's going to be dead in 24 hours, so he may as well go down as a hero.
Someone just used this vehicle. The heating element is still hot. The jar on the floor of the gondola must contain the gas to lift the balloon. I assume the gas travels through the connecting tube into the jar to be ignited into hot air.
Let's take a closer look at this. It's actually made of flint. I'm sure it's going to be very useful here. Oh!
Sinclair says, I'm sorry, but that painting just sucks. But this time, instead of getting mad, I just walk away, as if saying, girlfriend, don't even go there. So then he says, Gage, have you been listening to a word I've said? Gage! See the two birds poised over the arrow-shaped pool? Those birds must represent the brothers. They're fighting over the pool.
And we can actually access that pool, but we don't really have anything to get through it at the moment. Now this reminds me of the Mayan temple from the second game.
From this view, we can pretty much see everything. But I can give some telescopic help if you'd like to sightsee a little better. I hope you brought quarters.
Let's have a look around first. I mean, this looks pretty impressive. And that symbol there looks very, very familiar. But we'll get there. Well, we will get there if I stop looking at things we've already seen. I'm guessing this area is going to be the eagles. Okay, I thought there'd be more to see up here, but it seems like this is the main area of interest.
Those Nazca-like lines must represent different times in history. I assume you saw something in those lines while you were daydreaming. It's incredible that they use such a sweeping landscape as their book of history.
So we need to make a careful note of these icons just here. I say careful notes, but I'm not exactly too sure how I could describe these things. I mean, what is it, a bear? A parrot? Maybe a jaguar? And a man with blue eyes. I think that's about all we can see. Actually, saying that, we do have a way to enter the pool area. I seem to have forgotten that we picked up this talisman mere moments ago. Well, get in there. Okay, that would help.
He's single, he time travels, he parts water. Ladies and gentlemen, Gage Blackwood. Gage, we found it! The actual birthplace of Pez! I recognize some of these heads from the wall depicting the great story inside the top of the temple. The story on the wall referred to them as the element spirits. 24 ugly heads on the wall, 24 ugly heads. If one of those heads should happen to fall, 23 ugly heads on the wall. I think what we have here is a primitive version of the popular arcade game Whack-A-Mole. Yes. This art piece says so much to me. It's as if the heads were yelling out, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, but the other 21 of us are gonna have fun. Hey Gage, this is just like your tub, only you have the Muppet baby heads. At what point do you think they turned to the pool contractor and said, okay, enough with the heads already? I know it's overkill on the whole head thing, but I'll take this over the little peeing cherub boy any day. Well, I guess we're headed in the right direction. Ow! How did you find my groin, Gage?
So we have 6 heads here, and 4 of these we have seen before, as Arthur has mentioned, and we actually need to get them in a specific order. Well, we need to put them in the order that we saw them on the temple itself. So I believe the first one, this is on the left. Oh, there we go.
Hey, the eyes glow. Normally, only your eyes can light up a room, Gage.
And it looks like they are the opposites way round. Next one should be the parrot. Followed by... oh, no, wrong way. Okay, no, right way. And this one was... the jaguar?
That seemed to do the trick. Sounds like we opened a door nearby.
Ooh, we did indeed.
A pessimist might view a wall of fire popping up in front of them as a minor setback. But you, Gage, you're a rock. Stop crying. We can get through this.
Yeah, we can get through this, but there is one simple solution. I mean, this is actually a pool after all. And right below us is fire, so...
Bravo, Gage! That should be the last of the Element Guardians. Now let's search the rest of this temple.
See, that solution wasn't too hard.
Here's gourmet food for thought. The shaman, thinking that you were the farm boy Achael, confided that he had a dream about the boy. The shaman saw Achael save the artifact and said that he had a great destiny. Gage, you were disguised as the boy when you visited the shaman. Do you think that he really dreamed about you?
I wouldn't really put it past him, as the traveller in the Himalayan mountains saw through our disguise. Oh.
I'll translate that large grouping of pictograms on the pillar. Ever since the spirit teachers first gave our shamans the gift of the dream seeing, our people have been entrusted with recording stories that have passed and stories that will come. We have seen that the wrath of the brothers spans across many generations. One day in the shadows of tomorrow, a distant mountain city will be visited by the spirits. Because of their focus, their solemn priests were taught the power of matter. After learning from the all-powerful spirits, these holy men could change the elements. Then the brothers came demanding the power of matter, and another tribe was destroyed. One terrible day in the shadows of tomorrow, the brothers will come to find the totem that will allow them to see time as our shamans do. They will destroy our city, but our culture, our stories, and our totem will be saved by a brave warrior. One terrible day in the shadows of tomorrow, the brothers will come to find the totem that will allow them to see time as our shamans do. They will destroy our city, but our culture, our stories, and our totem will be saved by a brave warrior. The city of Earth and Water was the first city that the spirits visited. They taught them the power of life and healing, but their city was consumed by the brothers in a battle of fire and wind. That must be the artifact! Hurry and grab it, Gage, and I'll jump us back to TSA.
Yes, sir. We are done.
I have it! I found the third artifact.
You're just in time, Gage. The Gothalas, they just entered Earth's orbit. It won't be long before they locate the TSA.
Receiving a high-priority communication from the Cerolan cruiser Aquila.
We have felt a great disturbance from the TSA. You have the legacy. If we have sensed it, believe that the Quotha know as well. We are sending Cerolan sentinels to assist you.
The Gothalas have breached the outer shielding. All security teams prepared to intercept. I say again, the Gothalas have breached the outer
Gage,
shielding.
before everything gets even more chaotic, I just wanted to say, well, be careful.
Gage, the three artifacts are projecting some kind of image. I recognize some of the elements. Remember the Sasiqui symbol that the Cerolan ambassador showed us?
This pendant is an ancient Sosiqui relic that our archaeologists discovered on another planet. We believe this symbol is a Sosiqui marking that represents their legacy. The true legacy might also bear this mark.
I think we need to create that symbol by manipulating these artifacts.
We do indeed.
If I'm not mistaken, each artifact is projecting its forward face to create that central image. That Sosiqui symbol must have a special meaning. If I were taking a Rorschach inkblot test, I would say it looks like a butterfly. Interpreted another way, it could possibly represent the struggle for the legacy. Notice the claw-like hands grasping for the three pyramid objects? Those could represent three races, all grasping for the powers of the legacy.
So we have to recreate this image in the top left here. And the thing is, if we mix up two of the same symbols like here, it cancels them out. So we need to find the correct combination. I believe there's maybe 2 or 3 solutions.
Looks like each of the faces are unique, and with 3 pyramid-shaped objects, each with 4 faces, carry the 1, there are exactly 1,728 possible combinations. I assume there's at least one combination in there that will solve whatever test this is. Or this thing is unsolvable and we go absolutely drooling mad trying. Let's keep turning these pieces to see if there is some relationship that could help us.
Yeah, I think by the time we've hit the 1,000 mark, we will probably be in pieces from the ship that's attacking us.
When you touch the front face of one of the artifacts, it stops projecting its image into the center. That could be extremely helpful. By turning off a piece, you can see how it affects the central image.
Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, I believe that is one of them. And this mouse flickering is quite annoying sometimes. I think this is it. Just need to turn it around. One, and I think one more, and we've completed the game. Thank you for watching.
The legacy was meant for all races.
Agent Blackwood! Quickly, give us the legacy! The Course Lost will destroy us all if they claim it!
Zeronian killers have no right to our legacy.
Can't you see the cycle is happening again? Your two races are battling each other over something that's supposed to bring peace. I won't let you turn this place into another battleground. Know that the Sosequi have long since transcended your universe. Our legacy has waited thousands of years for its proper heir. It contains the sum of our wisdom. It is the collective essence of what we were, and what we are, and what we will be. This knowledge must be tempered with maturity. Its secrets will be shared with the many races around the galaxy, but only when they are ready for such an awesome responsibility. Until that time, the legacy will be safeguarded by beings who have already demonstrated their worth, wielding the disciplines of time, matter, and life.
Humans will claim their birthright and become the stewards of the Sosequi legacy. They will share its knowledge with the galaxy when the other races have proven their worthiness.
We understand the elders, and we will obey.
A great fate lurks in the future of humankind. Elliot told me that often. You must be Gage Blackwood.
I am. Service was very touching, Reverend. You wanted to see me?
Yes. Throughout his long life, Elliot always believed that it was his duty to guide humanity toward a destiny. But 10 years ago, when the Sorolans came to invite us into the Symbiotree, he misjudged and insisted that they had come to conquer. Blinded by his zeal to protect Earth, he acted rashly.
I was imprisoned on Vega Thalon, yes, I know. I put him there.
Gage, when you came to see Elliot, prison had already eroded his faith in humanity and his will to live. But he asked me to tell you that you were not responsible for his death. A great time is coming in our history, he said, and he believed that you would help to usher it in. That thought comforted Elliot in his last moments. I want to thank you for coming, Gage.
Thank you, Reverend.
He was a great man once. You know, his death really wasn't your fault. Gage, I wanted to thank you. I didn't expect to see you at my hearing, but because of your testimony, they commuted my sentence.
You redeemed yourself. I only spoke the truth.
Yeah, but you put your reputation on the line after everything I did to you.
It's all in the past, Michelle. We both know we can't change the past.
Have you decided whether you're going to accept the Symbiotrie's offer?
No, I haven't. I told them I needed more time.
Retirement's not your style, Gage. Besides, I think your ego would swell up too much if I had to call you Mr. Ambassador to the Quotha, sir.
Arthur?
Remember, Commissioner Jack wanted you at the ceremony early.
Why did I agree to that?
Why? Because you saved the world again! All by yourself, with absolutely no help from your friends.
All right. Point taken. I won't forget to mention you.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. And when will this magnanimous mention occur? After dessert or during the cab ride home?
I couldn't have done anything without you.
Even though Genghis Khan would make a big splash at our reception, I need to assume a more formal chameleon guise. Something macho. Gage, do we have time to jump back and meet Dick Clark?
Who?
Never mind. He'll probably be at the party. Gage, your theme music is lovely, but I think it's about time we played a little something for the kids. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Dun 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 dun. Arthur, dun dun dun. They called him Arthur, dun 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 dun. He was an artificial intelligence that was cool. Arthur, dun dun dun. They called him Arthur, dun dun. They thought that his singing was annoying, but he was no fool. Artificial as soap, artificial as rope. Artificial, artificial, he will find the love that is the one for Arthur's the lonely